Hey, home church family. It is almost Thanksgiving, which means we're going to be running around, doing all kinds of craziness, getting groceries, maybe traveling, maybe going on vacation, maybe you're entertaining, and some of us, maybe we're not, and maybe it's the opposite. Maybe we find ourselves alone, and maybe during this holiday, we find ourselves really battling depression or battling this spirit of oppression and just kind of this down in spirit because maybe someone you loved is no longer there, or maybe you just feel like you don't have enough connections in that moment. This can be such a real time where we have to intentionally take care of our spiritual and mental health. We have to intentionally put things in our lives that keep us in good places. And when we feel like we're not in good places, then we're reaching out to those relationships that we possess. We're tagging people in, having people know what our needs are so that they can help meet those needs. And the greatest person that we could ask is going to be our relationship with God. Now, by no means do I say if you don't have anyone, well, just pray. And that sounds really good, but to me, it doesn't really work. We need physical people. We need touch. We need a physical voice to speak to us. That's why we are to represent God's people on this planet. And so if you do have a relationship with him, you need to be looking around you. What friends or coworkers or neighbors or relatives need someone in this moment where they may not have anyone? If you don't have a relationship with Christ, then look around. Who might be there? Who might be able to step in and fill that gap? And ultimately, I hope that you do have a relationship with him. I've said all this to set up our prayer scripture of the week. And we're going to go to Psalms chapter 37, verse 25 and 26. Psalms is such a beautiful book of the provisions, the guidance, the help, all of the resources that we know God gives us. And this is a beautiful one. So go with me to Psalms chapter 37, verse 25 and 26. I'll put it on the screen as well. I have been young and now I am old, and yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken or his children begging for bread. He is ever lending generously, and his children become a blessing. You belong to our Father, that he wants you to be blessed, that he is generous in his gifts. He is generous with his resources. He is generous with his spirit. He is generous with his provision in such a way that you become a blessing to others, that you live a life of abundance, so much so that you have that to give to others. And so as we walk through this journey with Christ, we're supposed to be so connected with him that provision, that love, that grace, all of these resources that are coming from our Father because he lives inside of us is overflowing. It's pouring out like a river unto others that are around us. I hope that this encourages you this week. Pray it. Remind yourself when you feel those things coming against you, the pressure, the stress, the anxiety, whatever it is that comes during this moment, during this holiday season, remind yourself that he is not going to forsake you. His provisions are abundant. I hope this blesses you. Can't wait to be with you again soon. Keep coming back. God bless you.